What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, December 3rd. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Only place you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. I need you to let me know in the comment section who your favorite and least favorite contenders are for today's slate. And finally, shout out to No House Advantage for being the presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code Awesemo when you sign up to get up to $25 on your first deposit. Now, we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Spencer Dinwiddie, Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner, Cole Anthony, and John Collins on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm looking at center-only Mo Bamba, 6,400, projected for 35. The goal's 42. He's in the optimal lineup 16% of the time. I gave Bamba 29 minutes. I think that there's some upside to get to like 32 or 33. He's basically a 1.2 fantasy point per minute in this spot, 12 points, 11 boards, 3 stocks against Houston. This is a massive pace-up spot. They gain 3.7 possessions over their average. This is going to be a really good one for Bamba and for Wendell Carter, who I don't know if we're talking about, but they both look really good, as does Cole Anthony at the 7 spot. Anytime you can get a matchup with Houston, you want to take advantage. The first of 4 guys tied at 17% sim odds is Jalen Brunson, point guard, shooting guard eligible, only 4,900, projected for 29.5. The goal's 36. Again, optimal lineup, 17% of the time. I gave him 28 minutes. He's basically a fantasy point per minute guy, 14 points, 5 assists, 4 boards, maybe a steal, definitely not a block. Slight pace down spot against New Orleans, but I think that's offset by the fact that they aren't very good. I think Brunson should just be like 53 or 5,400, and that's why at a sub 5K price tag, you see him get to number 4, tied for the top spot. In at number 3, we're off to Indiana for Chris Duarte. He is shooting guard eligible, 4,400, now back into the starting lineup and playing 33 minutes a game, projected for 27. The goal is 34. He's in the optimal lineup, 17% of the time. He's basically a neutral usage guy. I got him in at 21%. He's about 0.8 fantasy points per minute. It is a pace down spot against Miami, but he's set for starter minutes. And while that's not like the best thing in the world for someone like Chris Duarte, the minutes count. And at 4,400, there is some value there. 14 points, 5 boards, 2.5 assists, and a steal. He just works as a really nice point per dollar play. Maybe not my favorite GPP play in the world, but in cash games, you got to keep your eye on Duarte. Honestly, this one scares me too, but the ownership is there. Point guard, shooting guard eligible, Karis LeVert is into the number 2 spot, 5,700, projected for 32. The goal's 39. He's in the optimal lineup, 17% of the time. I got him in for 31 minutes. I actually think that number could be low with no TJ McConnell. 26% usage when he's out on the floor with Malcolm Brogdon, so it's not as if I can go too much lower than that. He's very scoring dependent, 17 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, a stock and a half. It is a pace down spot against Miami, but they are not the same defensive team without Bam Adebayo and Jimmy Butler. I don't love the price on LeVert, but the role and the positional eligibility, this particular matchup without Butler and Bam, I have to be a little bit interested in LeVert. I think he's properly owned right now, but in cash games, again, you got to have your eye on him. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman, and let me know in the comments section who your favorite and least favorite contenders are. Don't forget to go to No House Advantage and use the promo code Awesemo to get up to $25 on your first deposit. And finally, my number 1 contender, power forward eligible, Kristaps Porzingis, just 8K if he plays. 43 fantasy point projection, 49 point goal, 17% odds of being in the optimal, same as LeVert, Duarte, and Brunson. If he's playing, I got him in at 32 minutes, 1.3 fantasy points per minute, big usage, 29%, 22 and 10, so a double-double. Not too much else, but you do get 2 stocks. Slight pace down spot against New Orleans, but I think the matchup fits him pretty well. Ultimately, just based on my top 10, you can mix and match these guys pretty easily. Just give one guy an extra minute or take a minute away, and you'll drop from Porzingis at 1 to Porzingis at 10. They're all pretty similar, but for right now, Kristaps Porzingis is my number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Friday, December 3rd. There's a FanDuel version of this video around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We'll talk to you again Monday morning for another edition of the Contenders.